Hi, in the today's class we are learning about the JavaScript. JavaScript is a light-weighted object-oriented programming which is used by the several websites for scripting and the web page. Now in the HTML we are using it is embedded the JavaScript. It is a full-fledged programming language enable the dynamic interactive on the websites when applied to the HTML document. Now if you are if you want to say that it is a full-fledged programming language means with the help of the JavaScript only we can design the dynamic web pages. Without using the JavaScript, in the first unit we design only for the static web pages. It is introduced in the year 1995 for the adding the program to the web pages in the Netscape Navigator browser. The main purpose it is used for the graphical web browser purpose adopted. Now coming to the features, what are the features under the JavaScript? The web browser supported by the JavaScript, they produce the built-in execution environment. Coming to the JavaScript program, if you want to run these applications, we are running these applications with the help of the web browsers only. If you want to write the application, it follows the syntax. It follows the syntax. It is similar to the C programming. In the C programming, what are the syntax will be there? Similar to that syntax will be there under the JavaScript. JavaScript is a weakly typed language where certain types are implicitly cast depending upon the operations. JavaScript is a case sensitive language. JavaScript is an object oriented programming language. Under the JavaScript, it is not purely object oriented, it is object based. Under the JavaScript, classes will be not there. We are creating with the help of the objects. With the help of the objects, now we are calling the function or method. It is a light-weighted and interrupted language. It is a case-sensitive language. JavaScript is supportable in several operating systems, including the Windows, Mac OS, etc. It provides a good control to the users over the web browsers. Now, if you want to see the history of the JavaScript, before 1995, the first they developed the JavaScript in 1995. Before the 1995, they did the research in 90s, 80s only. The first they named as a Mocha. After that, they renamed as a LiveScript. Based on the Netscape Navigator, they associated with the help of Microsoft people, Sun Microsystem people, they renamed as a JavaScript. This is the history of the JavaScript. Java is a famous at the time, hence the name as a JavaScript was chosen. The Sun Microsystem is created as a reverse engineering version of the JavaScript known as a JScript. Now here, the JScript is developed by the Microsoft people. Sun Microsystem is developed by the Java. Now the Sun Microsystem, this company is associated with the help of Oracle. Now the Sun Microsystem company is not there. It is associated with the Oracle Corporation company. This JScript is developed by the Microsoft people, not Sun Microsystem. Now if you want to see the applications of the JavaScript, we can develop the application at the client side validation purpose. The main purpose of the JavaScript is for designing the client side validations. Suppose if you are taking the any application, if you want to design the any application, if you are taking maybe any form or maybe the student form or maybe the employee form or any application, if you want to designing the form, under the form we are having the n number of labels will be there. For each label, if you want to give as a validation, for example, if you are taking as a field is mobile number, for the mobile number minimum we should have the 10 numeric value should be there. If you are inserting 5 to 6 also, it will work. For that purpose only they implemented the validations with the help of JavaScript. We can use the client side validations. Why we are implementing the client side validation means we are reducing the workload under the server side. Maybe n number of users, when you are sending the request to the server it is taking the information from the client, again it is filtering the data from the database. For reducing purpose, they implemented the validations. That validations we can use both for the client side and the server side also we can use. Now coming to the second applications for the JavaScript, it is a dynamic drop down menu. Means if you want to design the dynamic web pages, the dynamic web pages we can design with the help of HTML, CSS and the JavaScript. Then only we can call as a dynamic web page. Coming to the display the date and time. With the help of the JavaScript we can display the date and time. Displaying the pop-up menus, dialog box like alert dialog box, confirm dialog box, prompt. Means for example, if you are taking as a form, under the form, suppose if you are entering as a student name, for the student name we are giving the fixed content size. For example, at the time of designing the form, I am giving as a maximum length is up to 5 only for the characters for the student name. If you are entering the more than 5, then it is window prompt, it is giving alert message, or we can call as a dialog window box we are getting. That's the purpose it is possible under the JavaScript. These are the some applications, so many applications will be there under the JavaScript. Coming to the types of JavaScript's comments. Now in the previous class we learned about for the HTML also we are having the comment. That comment under the HTML how you are writing means, for your understanding purpose I am opening the notepad. Under the notepad you written the comments for your HTML language, Angular braces, explanatory, then you written the comments under the HTML. Now coming to the JavaScript, we are having the comments can be represented. Why we are using the comments means others can be understand. Suppose if you are implemented the any application, that applications can understand the others where the time of the reading the source code, not for the machine language, for the user or the human being understanding purpose we are using the comments. Comments is different in different languages based on the client side languages will be there, programming languages will be there. Now under the HTML side the comments we are representing opening Angular braces, explanatory mark, hyphen, then in place of here we can give the anything. This is HTML comment. Your understanding purpose I am writing as this is HTML comment. Now if you want to write the JavaScript comment, JavaScript comments can be written in two ways. Single line comment and a multiple line comment will be there. Single line comment, then second one we are having the multi-line comment or multi-line comments will be there under the JavaScript. Suppose if you want to write the single line comment, the single line comment is representing similar to in the C programming, what are the comment we are writing, same comments we are writing under the JavaScript. Two forward slashes if you are writing means this we can call as a single line comment. This single line comments at the time of the running your application under the browser side, JavaScript compiler will be there. This JavaScript compiler cannot, at the time of it is reading the entire source code, it will not read the comments. It will read only for the JavaScript application source code only. Single line comment. This is single line comment. Now if you want to use the multiple line comments means forward slash, then star or asterisk, then we can write the multi-line comments. This is the first line, for example, this is first line, then this is second line, then we can write the multiple lines, asterisk, then closing your forward slash. This we can call as a multi-line comments. Now JavaScript comments are meaningful way to deliver the message. It is used to add the information about the code. Now JavaScript comments is ignored by the JavaScript engine, or we can call as a compiler. Means at the time of you are running the program, for the JavaScript also we are using the web browser only. Separate software we are not using. With the help of the web browser only we are running your JavaScript application program. Now inside the HTML program, it is embedded the JavaScript. We can write the scripting separate, we can write the HTML source code separate also. We can see in the next class, just we are focusing only for the basics. JavaScript comments is ignored by the JavaScript compiler. Means this, now this JavaScript compiler is embedded under the browser, web browser. There are mainly two advantages under JavaScript comments to make the code easy to understand. Easy to understand for the user or maybe client or maybe the human being or person. Now to avoid the unnecessary code, two types of comments will be there under JavaScript, single line comment and multi-line comment. Now just now you saw under the command notepad, same thing will be there in your PPTs. It is represented by the double forward slash. It can be used before and after the statement. Now coming to the multi-line comments, it is represented with the help of two forward slashes with asterisk. Now, how you want to declare the variable? In C programming, you know, variable means it will allocate the memories. Means at the time of the compiler, according to the C programming, for C compiler, if you are defining in the variable under the C programming, compiler itself only it will allocate the memory based on the variable, based on the your data type. Now here under the JavaScript we are having as a variable. JavaScript variable is simply a name as a storage location. Similar to C programming also, here also same thing will be there. It will store the location. Two types of variables will be there. Local variables and the global variables will be there. Local variables means variables when you are defining inside the function, the scope is up to that function only, then we can call as a local variable. Global variable means if you are defining outside the function, that variable we can use inside your function also. That is the purpose. The major difference between the global and the local variable. Global means it is a universal, means we can access from anywhere, from the particular source code only. Suppose if you are writing the two different files, it is we cannot access in another file. With the help of the global is not possible. The global is up to that program. Under the program, if you are defining the n number of functions, for example, if you are defining 10 functions, for the 10 functions we can call that variable. Then it is possible with the help of global. Global means before defining the variable, before defining the function, above the function when you are defining the variable, that variable we can call as a global variable. Local variable means at the time of you are defining the function, inside the function when you are defining the variable, then we can call as a local variable. The major difference between the local and global variable. Now if you want to define the variables can be defined. For example, your understanding purpose, just I am writing the simple example. Now coming to the JavaScript, if you want to define the any variable, here var, where is there? Where is similar to it is a data type. Coming to the C programming, if you want to define the data type means before predefined data types will be there, integer, float, something will be there. Data type, then variable name. According to the C programming. According to C programming, we are defining the variable in this way. Data type, then variable name. Data type, variable name. According to the C programming, the syntax is data type and the variable name. Coming to JavaScript, same syntax will be there. We are having the data type, then variable name. Now here what we are doing means, in place of data type, we are taking as a data type is a var. Var is a predefined data type. It is any type of the data type. It is not specifying. Var means it is not an integer, it is not a string. Based on the variable name, based on the variable. That variable, when you are assigning the value, based on that value, it is defining the data type. For example, var variable name. The variable name, maybe if you want to take as a characters, lowercase or uppercase, your wish. Maybe just I'm taking the variable name. Variable name is name. Var is a data type. Variable name is a name. Name. In place of variable name, we cannot give the two words. Name, for example, under the name we are having as a first name, middle name, last name will be the, according to your understanding purpose, this is the first name. Then space, if you are giving as a middle name, this is a middle name, it will not work. Under, if you want to define the variable name, for the variable we should specify only the single word. Under the one word, if you are defining the two words, if you are giving the spaces, means it will not work. Between the two words, we can give the underscore for your meaningfulness purpose. If you are giving as first name underscore, then middle name, then it will work. Under the variable name, if you are using the alphanumeric also, it will work. Where, for example, I am taking as name1. If you are giving as alphanumeric, if you are defining the variable, after variable if you are defining the number also, it will work. For the defining the variable under the JavaScript in this way. Some of the rules for declaring the JavaScript variables, also known as the identifiers. What are the identifiers under the JavaScript means? At the time of we are defining the variable, then we can call as a identifier. The name must be start with the letter A to Z, uppercase or lowercase, underscores or dollars assign, underscore or dollar assign symbol only. The special characters we can use only the two characters is possible under the variables, underscore, then underscore and dollar symbol. This special two characters only possible under the, at the time of you are defining the variable. After the first letter we can use the digits. Just now I said after the first letter name 1, I said no, 0 to 9, for example value 1 or name 1. JavaScript variables are case sensitive. It is a very case sensitive. For the if you are defining as a variable name, x is in uppercase and lowercase, it will allocate the two memories. Now your understanding purpose for variable, I took the example var x. Under the x we are storing the value 10. 10 is a integer value. Here we are not defining the data type. Var is a data type. By internally, at the time of we are running the program, JavaScript program, JavaScript compiler, it is defining the data type. We are not defining the data type. At the runtime of the program, JavaScript compiler only, it is defining the data type. That is the purpose we are calling as a dynamic. JavaScript is a dynamic. Coming to purely object-oriented scenarios, for the variable, at the time of you are writing the program, when you are defining the variable, that variable it is a static. Static means it's a fixed. The content which cannot be modified. Coming to the dynamic means at the runtime, based on your statements or based on your line, what are the lines you are written under the application, JavaScript compiler at the runtime or dynamically it is defining. Then incorrect JavaScript variables. Now if you are taking as a var, then asterisk AA, it will not work. If you want to write a simple program for the variables, I am writing, now I am taking the new notepad. Under the new notepad, variable example. Now stripped is a tag, then closing the tag. Inside the stripped tag, now I am defining the variable var a equals to 10. Then where b equals to 20, where b equals to 20, then where c equals to a plus b. Now we are having as a document is a object. Document is a object. With the help of the object we are calling the write is a function is available under the document. Write dot document. With the help of the function or method I am calling the, with the help of the object I am calling the method. Now document dot write sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers plus c. Then closing the script. Then Control S. Now I am saving under the CSS. Where the CSS folder is there? Under CSS. Today's example. Today's example. Test 20 test 07.html. Now see here I am not saving the file as .js. I am saving the file as .html. Inside your HTML program it is embedded the your JavaScript. Now go to E. Under E CSS. Today's example. Under the today's example test 7, then open with Chrome. What we are getting? Variable exam sum of two numbers is 30. Variable example sum of two numbers is 30. Now I am writing the inside your script tag. I written the above, same thing we are getting as it is reading here F5. Sum of two numbers is 30. Now your understanding purpose, the script tag I am writing inside your HTML. HTML add. The script tag can be declared in, we can declare in header part and the body part also we can declare. Now I am declaring under the header part, then body, closing the body, then closing your HTML. Now under the body part I am using style equals to background, style I am using, just I am defining color, background color, background color, background color I am giving as a blue. In the body part I use the inline CSS. Then inside your HTML code I embedded the JavaScript source code. Now if you are using the JavaScript inside your HTML, we are not saving the extension with the help of .js. We are saving with the help of .html. Then we can, it is called is a dynamic page. Dynamic page. Then we are running the program. Then F5. See here. This is a simple example for how you are defining the variable inside your HTML source code by using the JavaScript. Next we are going for local variables. Local variables. Now I said the local variables we are defining inside the function we are calling as a local variables. Above the function if you are defining the variable then we are calling as a global variables. Now what are the data types will be there under the JavaScript? Under the JavaScript, data types, it is categorized into two types, primitive data types and non-primitive data types. The non-primitive data types we can call as a reference data types. JavaScript is a dynamic type language. Just now I said it is a dynamic. JavaScript is a dynamic type language, means you do not need to specify the type of the variable. Means we are not defining the type of the data type. At the time of when you are running the application, JavaScript compiler itself only it is defining. That is a purpose. It is a dynamic type language. You need to use the where is to specify the data type. Just now I said. Now, example, just now you learn. Under the primitive data types, under the JavaScript, what are the primitive data types will be there means string data type will be there, number, boolean, undefined, null data type will be there. Now, your understanding purpose, string represents sequence of characters. Example, hello. Coming to the number, it is representing as a numeric values. If you are using as a boolean, the boolean is representing either true or false. Undefined data type means it represents undefined value. Null means it represents the null value, no value at all. Null means. Coming to non-primitive data types. Under the non-primitive data types, we are having object array, regular expression representation will be there under the non-primitive data types. Object represents the instance through which we can access the members. Means in the previous program, if you want to display the sum of two numbers, now here the object means document is the object. With the help of the object, we are accessing the member. Array means it represents group of similar values. Now what are the operators available under the JavaScript? Under the JavaScript, around 5 to 6, 7 operators will be there. Just we are focusing only for some operators. Arithmetical operator will be there. Comparison operators will be there. Bitwise, logical, assignment operators, special operators will be there. Now coming to under the operators, first we should understand two terms. What is operand? What is operator? Operand means the variable name we are calling as a operand. For example, in the previous program, sum of two numbers C equals to A plus B. A and B are operands. Operator means here the place is a operator. Place is a operator. Which type of the operator means? Arithmetical operator. Coming to under the arithmetical operators, under the arithmetical operators, we are having the addition operator, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Under the modulus operator, the remainder value we should consider as a result for the modulus operator. Coming to increment, decrement will be there. It will come under the arithmetical operators. Coming to the comparison operators comparing the two operands. It will compare the two operands. Under the comparison operator, we are having, what are the operators will be there means, is equals to. Then we are not equals to, not identical, then greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, it will come under the comparison operator. This comparison operators when we are using means at the time of we are comparing the two variables, at the time if you want to give the condition or restriction, at the time we should use the comparison operators. Coming to the bitwise operators. Under the bitwise operators, bitwise AND operator, bitwise OR, XOR, NOT, left shift operator, right shift operators. Means here one important scenario will be there. Among the which operator is the first priority we are giving means we should give the bitwise operators the first priority. Why we are giving the bitwise operators for the first priority means your machine can understand in the format as a bit format. That is the purpose we should give the first priority. If you are maybe if you are writing the lengthy source code, if you are writing the 1000 line source code, if you want to define the variables at the time, we should define the The variable is the type of the data type for the operator we should use only for the bitwise. Why we are using the bitwise operator means at the time of the compilation of the your source code, we are reducing the time. The time complexity we are reducing. If you want to reduce the time complexity means it is possible with the help of bitwise operators only. Among the which operators is the highest priority will be there means bitwise operator. Now coming to the logical operators, under the logical operators we are having logical and logical or logical not we are having. Now assignment operator. Coming to this assignment operator, assignment means equal. Addition assignment operator will be there, subtraction addition, multiplication assignment operator, division assignment operator and modulus assignment operator. These are the assignment operators will be there. Now coming to we are having the special operators will be there. In purely object oriented also we are having these operators will be there. Void is a most of the according to the C programming we are calling as a void is a data type. Coming to the JavaScript or coming to the Java, coming to the Java, if you are comparing with the C, JavaScript and the Java, JavaScript is a object based. Java is a purely object oriented. Without the class, we cannot write the program under the Java. Here JavaScript without the class, just we are defining the function. For the function, we are creating the object. Internally, it is taking as a document object. Now, if you are comparing the void is a operator. According to the C programming, most of the students, the void is a data type. Coming to here, the special operator, it will come under the special operator. Void is a operator. New is a operator. New means for creating the object purpose. Create the instance object. Instance of will be there. Checks if the object is the instance is given type. In operator will be there. The in operator checks if the object has given the property. Delete. Deleting the property of the object with the help of the delete object. With the help of the delete operator, we can delete the property of the object. Comma operator will be there. The comma operators allows multiple expressions to be evaluated a single statement. These are the special operators will available under the JavaScript. In the next class, we can learn about the conditional statements, then objects and array scenarios in the next class. Thank you.